back to my channel. It's your girl Tamia Nicole, and I am back with another video. And I know I missed my upload for Monday, which was yesterday, but I'm gonna upload today. And then for today's video, I have a story time for you guys that literally happened on Sunday, I think. Was it Sunday? It was Sunday or Saturday, one of those days. But it's a story time of what happened when I went to Kiku. And now let's get into the video. Okay, so getting started, we went to Kiku. Let's just start by saying we had to wait 2 hours before we could even be seated. So it was me, my mom, my cousins, and my uncle, and yeah, oh, and my auntie. So we all went. We had to wait 2 hours before we could even be seated. Let's just start there. Okay, moving on. Now, it was this other couple, Hispanic couple. They were sitting literally right next to us or whatever. And she just started talking to us, the lady. And she was just talking to us, like asking us how we like Atlanta and all this other stuff. And we've been living here our whole life, so yeah, we like it. I mean, it ain't nothing spectacular, but we like it or whatever. So she was just talking to us, making it seem like, you know, she wanted to live here, like they was thinking about moving here and all this other stuff, just letting us know all of this stuff. Okay, she also was there with her husband. They were from Virginia, and they was just coming down here just because they had no reason to come down here. They just wanted to come down here. Okay, so we got seated or whatever, and they took forever to even come, you know, give us silverware. Like when we sat down, if you go to Kiku, if you're familiar with Kiku Benihanas, when you sit down, the silverware, the plates are already there. Our plates was there, but our silverware wasn't and our napkins wasn't. So it took them forever to bring us that, and it took them forever to even take our order, like our drinks and stuff. So this other family came in, they got seated, they had napkins, silverware, all this other stuff, but we're just sitting here like, how are they seated and they got all this silverware, but we don't, because we was here first? Okay, so then, you know, they still moving slow. So my mama, she go talk to the manager. She asking them like, how is this family getting all of this stuff? They already got their drinks, they already got their order in, but we sat down first. That doesn't make any sense. So moving back on to this couple. So they just continue talking to us. They up here tripping about how the service is and all this other stuff, just like how we tripping. So it makes sense. Like, we like, okay, yeah, they mad, we mad too, so it don't matter. So we all just sitting here mad, wondering like, where's our silverware, where's our plate? Like, not our plates, our silverware, our napkins, all this other stuff. They move slow. They moving slow. And they was just moving really, really slow. So the manager came to the table. He spoke to my mom or whatever. They brought silverware and all this other stuff. Cool. So this other couple, they just kept asking us like, how, you know, all this. They just kept asking a whole bunch of questions about Atlanta and all this other stuff. So we started asking questions back or whatever. So we just all having conversations, cool vibes or whatever. So finally, an hour later, like an hour and 30 minutes later, the chef came. And the chef came and he was like, I know y'all mad at me or whatever. And he was like, but don't be mad at me. It's not my fault. It's in the third. And I'm like, we not mad at you. We mad at kind of like the service. Like how we been here. How we had to wait 2 hours. Then we had to wait a whole 30 minutes to get drinks. Then we had to wait a whole another hour, 30 minutes for a chef. Like, that's just too much. Like, and I know you're listening like, y'all should have just left. We sure should have. We sure should have. But we had already waited that long. It's like, what was the point, like, of leaving? We had already waited 2 hours anyway to just be seated. So, moving on. The chef comes, and the girl, the Hispanic couple, well, the lady, she just kept asking him, you know, I know you don't want to answer this, but how much do y'all get paid? Like, asking how much they get paid. Like, very uncomfortable questions, I feel like, that I wouldn't want to answer. So they just asking him very uncomfortable questions or whatever. And the couple just kept, well, the girl, not the couple. The guy was quiet like the whole time, but the girl just kept running her mouth. So finally, you know, they sitting up here. She was like, you know how much you get paid? He answering the questions, although he is, you can tell he uncomfortable answering them. He answered them, and then she was like, if I tip you, like, you know, how much do you keep or whatever? If I tip, like, through the bill. And he was like, well, it's going to get split between everybody or whatever. But if you tip me directly, then I can keep all of it. But she said, okay, whatever. So me and my mama heard that, whatever. So we like, okay, we just going to tip him directly. Because the other people don't deserve no tip. Like, our waiter don't deserve no tip because he was moving slow. He acted like he couldn't bring no drinks on time. I wanted a drink 30 minutes ago. He just not come with a drink, so it was just too much. So then finally, this other couple, well, no, the Hispanic couple again, you know, we eating or whatever. He giving us all our food. We talking to him. He making jokes. He funny. He cool or whatever. So they tip him $5 or whatever. Okay. Mind you, it's two of them. They only tip $5. But the tip is fine. The $5 is fine, honestly. Like, it would have been fine. But wait till you hear the rest. So, they tip $5 or whatever. My mama didn't have cash, so we asking like my uncle and my auntie, and they end up having cash, so we got it from them, whatever, and we tipped too. So they tip, and then we all just sit up here eating. The chef leaves or whatever after we tip and all this other stuff. We sit here eating our food. So then we see the Hispanic couple grab a to-go tray off of the thing, like they work there, and she packed her stuff up. She was like, I'm gonna just use this because I'm not gonna wait for them to come. No, you didn't wait for them to come because you wanted to steal. But anyway, yeah, so she packed her little stuff up, and then the guy got up. We didn't even see him leave. He got up. We did not see him leave. Then the girl still sitting here having conversations with us. Well, the lady. She still sitting here having conversations with me and my mama, just talking. So then finally, after we noticed, like, he gone or whatever, she was like, well, I'm not going to sit here. She was like, well, we're not going to sit here and wait for them to bring us the check. We about to go up to the front and pay. That's what she said. She said, we about to go up to the front and pay. And we like, okay, you know, whatever, cool. We don't care. Like, I don't blame you. Like, they do move slow here. So if you do want to just go ahead and go up there and pay, go ahead. We don't care. So, but we gonna sit here and wait for them to bring the check. They get up, they go pay, like they told us they was gonna do. They go pay. So they go to the front, whatever. We see them, but we don't see them at the little thing. But we wasn't really paying attention to them, so we think they already done paid. They left, cool. So our waiter come back and says, where does that couple go? And we like, oh, they left. They went and paid at the front or whatever. He was like, oh, they didn't pay. And we was like, well, they said they was going to pay, and she just told us that they was finna go pay. He was like, oh, no, they didn't pay because they would have had to use my number if they paid. They did not pay or whatever. And I'm like, so I bust out laughing because I'm like, this is funny because this Hispanic couple that y'all wasn't watching just ran off on y'all. But if it was us, y'all would have been watching like a hawk. But y'all let these folk run off on y'all. So we just sit here chilling. I'm laughing. Me and my little cousin, we laughing. And then he was like, yeah, they didn't pay or whatever. So me and my mama like, these folks just don't ran off on these folks. But yeah, y'all. So basically they just ran off on them folks. And so he was really upset. I'm like, why is this man upset? Like, why do he care if they didn't pay? It's not his business or whatever. Like, yeah, he work here, but it's not his business. So apparently they take it out his check. Mind you, this restaurant is very expensive. It starts at $10 for a kid's plate. So, because it's Kiku. Kiku, Benihana, y'all know that's an expensive restaurant. So, and they had sushi. They had shrimp. No, yeah, they had shrimp, steak, scallops. They had all that. And they didn't pay for none of that. So, they would have had to end up, I guess, took it out the waiter's check or whatever. So we like, okay, well, that's kind of sad, but at the same time, I'm laughing because these folks done ran off on y'all. So the waiter, he comes back or whatever, and he's moving extra slow to bring us our checks. So we like, okay, we see why they ran off on y'all, because y'all moved too slow. Like, what y'all doing? So, we end up going or whatever. Well, we end up paying or whatever. They gave us our checks, but they included the tip in the check. No, baby. No. The service was trash. You don't include your tip, what you think you deserve, in our check. Like, no, we need to pay you what we think you deserve. You don't tip yourself, basically. But that's what they tried to do. So we went and got the tip removed because, no, that was unacceptable. Very unprofessional, too. So we was like, yeah, no. So we went and got the tip removed. And we took what we wanted to tip. You can't tell us what to tip. Especially, then they had the nerve to have a tip extra high. Like, what y'all doing? What y'all doing? But anyway, so the little Hispanic couple ran off on these folks. They had sushi, salmon, they had all that kind of food, just good food. And these folks just ran off on them. And apparently, they didn't pay. But they did tell us they were going to pay. So, but we don't work there, so we not finna go chase them and be like, did you pay? We don't care. So yeah. And my uncle was like, they probably do this all the time. And I believe they do, because they was from Virginia. They came to Atlanta. I'm sure they do this all the time because they did it too smooth to not have done it. But yeah, y'all. So they was convincing to us that they were really finna go pay this bill or whatever. But in the day, we really didn't care either. But it was kind of crazy how like they were having all these conversations with us. You know, being very engaged, asking the chef all his personal business. And then they just ran off on these folks. That jump was funny. And I should have recorded it for y'all, so I wouldn't have to be sitting here telling y'all a story time about these folks don't ran off on these folks. But that concludes the story time. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If not, still give it a thumbs up. But yeah, like, comment, and subscribe. Like, comment, and subscribe. And be on the lookout for another video. Bye.
You so bad, yeah, you so vicious. I'm so glad that you're not his chick.